No matter what level of intelligence you think you've got, there's definitely a riddle or two out there that will mess up your mind and get you double-checking your answers. Today, we've put together 10 riddles only 1% of people can solve. And while this video is sure to get you scratching your head, we'll give you a hint for one extra riddle first. If you click the red subscribe button, you'll find something great waiting for you on the other side. Any guesses? It's the rest of the Hub's videos. The nonlinear occurrence. While some of these answers you may need to think pretty hard about, this one is simple if you just write it down. That's all we're telling you for the time being. The riddle goes as follows. What occurs once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? Any guesses? A lot of people seem to struggle with this one, but once you've figured it out, it will seem like the most simple thing in the world. The answer? The letter M. Look through the words and you'll see exactly what we mean. The wrong direction. This next one you might be aware of if you're a fan of home decoration and have lots of bits and pieces dotted around your house. Are you ready? The riddle is, I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? If you need a clue for this one, it's something that disappears slowly over time. The longer you leave it there, the faster it will shrink. If you're still confused, it's something that smells nice a lot of the time. Have you got it? The answer to this one is a candle. The confusing triangle. To break up the pure thinking, we've got a picture riddle for you now. Look at this triangle and try to figure out which is the correct version of the top view. We can almost see you scratching your head from here. The trick with this one is to figure out which of the colors coincide with each bottom line and work your way upward from there. Never have so many colors look so strange together. The answer to this one is the letter C. We bet you're glad this one is out of the way now. 3 siblings. Let's talk about names. If you've got siblings, you're probably used to being called their names occasionally instead of your own. So here's a riddle you can relate to. Johnny's mother had 3 children. The first child was named April. The second child was named May. What was the third child's name? Try to read through the riddle one more time from the beginning. The answer, if you didn't guess, is Johnny. Looking the wrong way. Our next riddle is a bit shorter, but it still might leave you guessing. We think the more complex issue when it comes to these riddles is looking at them outside the box, because sometimes the answer is right in front of you, but you need to step back before you can truly see it, or feel it in this case. So, what comes down but never goes up? Focus on our clue of feeling it here. If you haven't guessed the answer to this by now, we'll help you out. It's a form of weather. Got it? It's rain. Right in front of you. This riddle might drive you a bit crazy, but it's a great one to ask your friends and keep everyone guessing. Ready? I have a key but no locks. I have a space but no room. You can enter, but you can't get outside. What am I? We know we've said before to think outside the box. Take a moment to sit there at your computer and have a think. Focus on your computer. Have you got it yet? Look down in front of you and you might see, because the answer is a keyboard. Moving strangely. Now let's change directions quickly, or slowly in this case. What has a foot but no legs? Your first thought might be a snake, but sadly you'd be wrong here. If you were thinking about animals, then you were on the right track, because the answer to this one is a snail. Yep, you see what we did there when we said we'd be moving on slowly rather than quickly? Don't say we never gave you any tips. A spooky disappearance. If you're bored of all this talking, then you might enjoy this next riddle because it'll certainly flip the lid on that. It goes as follows. What disappears the moment you say its name? We'll give you a clue if you haven't guessed yet. Every word we speak is pushing the answer to this one further and further away. Unless you're sitting alone in the middle of nowhere, you won't be able to find the answer for this riddle anywhere. Are you ready to be told yet? The answer, of course, is silence. Scared of the light. We've got a creepier riddle for you now, and it will probably make you think twice about walking anywhere alone. We're only joking, but you know exactly what we mean when you figured out the answer. The riddle is, I can only live where there is light, but I die if the light shines on me. What am I? We weren't lying when we said this one sounds a little spookier than the rest of our riddles, but it's one that will make you think extra hard. The answer to this riddle is a shadow. Now, if you understand when we say you'll think of this riddle if you're walking alone. All of the houses. This is our last riddle, so we thought we'd give you an extra difficult one. There is a greenhouse with a white house inside, and there is a red house with lots of babies inside the white house. What am I? Okay, don't worry, we're going to give you the answer after all. In fact, the answer is a watermelon. For a brief explanation, the greenhouse is the outer layer, white is the second layer, and red is the part you eat, and the babies are the seeds. Whether you figured out all 10 of these difficult riddles or you struggled with all of them, Your brain is probably aching a bit by now. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.